Back to my channel. I had to, I had to pump out one last video before I go to bed. So let me not waste too much time. So first off, I just want to say, like the video, subscribe to my channel. At the end of the video, I'm going to point up to the right side, and you go ahead and click a video of your choosing to learn more about investing. Today's video, we're going to talk about how you should invest to live off dividends to retire early. Fun, exciting video. So first off, the best way to live off dividends early is through high yield stocks. Now, as a disclaimer, I don't recommend having a portfolio of just high yield stocks because you also want some stocks or ETFs in your portfolio that's going to grow in appreciation. But these are for individuals who are just starting out, or for individuals who are close to retirement, or just want income day to day. This video is right for you because I'm going to walk you through what investments to invest in, just give you a couple ideas so that you can put this in your portfolio, invest in it, and you will be able to retire early. So right here, I'm on my Simply Save Dividends, and just want to give you some ideas of stocks and ETFs that produced a dividend yield over, let's say, 5%. So some good ideas is Arbor Realty Trust, Ares Capital, Enterprise Product, Main Street Capital, Enbridge, Verizon. And the reason why I recommend these is individuals stocks because you look at the yield. The yield is 11.6%. Ares Capital is 10.38%. And these high yields is going to produce a lot of income for your portfolio for you to be able to retire early. Another thing, cover call ETFs. Jepi, QYLD, NUSI, HNDL. In the investing community, QYLD, which is 11.6%, and Jepi, which is also about, I want to say, 11.6% as well, are good instruments, tools to be able to put your money into if you want that high income to be able to live off of it early. Now, for me, that's not my investment strategy. So I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not advising you to do it. But individuals tend to go this route when they want to be able to retire early or amass a lot of wealth. And what people tend to do is that if you don't have substantially a lot of money up front, what people tend to do is buy it per month, reinvest in itself, and then basically use this as a portion of their portfolio, and then also buy maybe SCHD or VU, S&P 500, on top of buying a high yielder to get them to their investment goal quickly. So what people tend to do is buy the S&P 500 and buy a high yield stock or a high yield ETF or a cover call ETF to balance off. So typically what people tend to do is if they want growth in their portfolio, they will invest half into the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ, and then half into a high yielder. So maybe Arbor Realty Trust, ABR, or Jepi. So to move forward, Jepi, the Equity Premium Income ETF, is a monthly paying ETF. It's not really a stock per se. It's a monthly paying ETF. And in the investing community, this is pretty much very famous and prominent. Also, how you can be able to live on your dividends early. So I have this map, and in this map, it has the median income for the countries in the world. And so basically, I did research to figure out what is the median income for a person to be able to make for them to retire. And as you see in the United States, the median income is about 19,000. So if you're able to make at least 19,000, you could be able to live in the United States. Now, will you be able to live in the United States comfortably? Probably not. But just know that the United States is the baseline. So if you're able to make with your income $5,000, $10,000, $8,000, you're able to live pretty much anywhere in the United States. And for me, for example, I know I would like to move outside the United States, maybe probably Colombia, probably Thailand. And so for me, for example, with my dividend portfolio, if I wanted to move to Panama, individuals make at least $6,000 per year in Panama. So with my dividend income and my investments, if I were to amass about $10,000 in dividend income per year, I could be able to move outside the United States and move to Panama. Or if I wanted to live in Italy and I was making at least 15,000, I could be able to live in Italy or be able to live in Spain. So that's how individuals with their dividend income, where you invest in a high yield portfolio and invest either all at once or per monthly basis and get that high dividend income on an annual basis, you're able to live and retire early. And then also in my next tab, I actually went through a actual demonstration for you guys, starting out with $1,000. And if you were to contribute $6,000 per year, which is only $500 per month, in a high yield stock, which is example 11%, which was Jepi. So if a person was to start out with $1,000 in Jepi with 11% dividend yield and were to invest $500 per month, I only did it for 15 years. For 15 years, that person will have a portfolio balance of 169,000, and they will be making dividend income annually of 19,000. And so if you go back to here, making a annual dividend income of at least 19,000, a person could live in Germany, France, Belgium, United Kingdom. They're not stuck to having to live in the United States. And so you'd be able to live in these other countries comfortably. And so that's a good way to think about it, how if you wanted a portfolio with some high yield stocks, that's the way to go. And also to give you an example, in my portfolio, I have a mix of high yields and low yields. So like I have Arbor Realty Trust at 11.6%, Mo at 8.09%, Enterprise Products, Enbridge. So I do have high yields in my portfolio, but also have low yields, 1% in my portfolio, because those are stocks that's going to grow and appreciate in terms of the stock price. But then the high yields, it's not going to appreciate so much in stock price, but it's going to yield me a lot of income. So for individuals who want to retire early off dividends, the best way to do it is to go for the high yield route. But just know, if you go down the high yield route, you're going to sacrifice a lot of stock appreciation. And so the best method or strategy is to find the middle ground. But if you just want income right now and you really don't care about stock price appreciation, go to high yields, and give you a couple of examples of high yields: Arbor Realty Trust, Ares Capital, Enterprise Products, EPD, and then most importantly, Jepi. And a lot of people just buy Jepi and it pays per month, and then people amass enough wealth, and a lot of time you can stay in the United States, or you can decide to leave outside of the United States, making at least 19, 20,000, depending on how much you invest, and live free. So just want to give you guys a couple of examples of just thinking outside the box for you to be able to retire early off of dividends. It's possible. I'm living it. I'm doing it, and you can too. So feel free to subscribe to my channel, like, subscribe this video, and also click on this video. Thank you.